Lisa never imagined that the simple act of taking a few sips of liquor while waiting for the subway would nearly cost her her life. When she opened her eyes again, she found that the once bustling subway station was now completely deserted. To confirm her suspicions, Lisa quickly got up and ran to the first floor. As expected, she discovered that not only was there not a single person in the vast subway station, but all the exits were also securely locked. Realizing that the staff had already left for the day, Lisa began to panic, as this was the first time she had encountered such a situation. Just as she was frightened and at a loss for what to do, she suddenly heard the last train slowly pulling into the platform. Without a second thought, she swiftly rushed downstairs and entered the train carriage just a second before it departed. However, unbeknownst to her, a blurry figure had also followed her into the next carriage. Sitting on the train, Lisa was secretly delighted, thinking that she would soon be able to return home and rest. However, before she could rejoice for long, the subway suddenly came to an abrupt halt for no apparent reason. Strangely, the carriage doors did not automatically open at this time, as there were no passengers to be seen in the entire subway. Lisa had no choice but to slowly make her way through one carriage after another to seek help in the driver's cabin. However, despite calling out for a while, no one responded. Little did she know that the driver had already passed away. Before Lisa could react, the electrical system in the carriage suddenly malfunctioned. The sudden darkness made Lisa's hair stand on end. Fortunately, at that moment, she noticed a glimmer of light coming from the rear carriage. Initially, she thought that the person might be a subway maintenance worker, so she went over and struck up a conversation with them. However, despite talking for a while, the other party remained silent. Sensing that something was amiss, Lisa turned and ran, but accidentally tripped and fell. It was only when the other person approached that Lisa realized it was a colleague who had always secretly admired her. As it turned out, the colleague had been lusting after Lisa's beauty at the company, and had followed her with the intention of scaring her. He then proposed to be friends with Lisa, and in the next moment, without any agreement, he pushed Lisa to the ground. Just as Lisa was about to meet with misfortune, the carriage door mysteriously opened by itself. In the next second, the colleague was pulled out by a mysterious force. Seeing this, Lisa didn't dare to stay there for a moment longer and frantically made her way through one carriage after another, then pried open the door of the driver's cabin and hid inside. However, just as she had hidden herself, she noticed a dark shadow suddenly flashing past the door. With no other choice, Lisa had to keep running. However, the other party seemed unwilling to let her go. Soon, Lisa passed through the tunnel and arrived at another platform. Just like the previous platform, there was not a single person in sight, and all the doors were securely locked. Just as Lisa was feeling utterly desperate, a strange sound suddenly came from behind her.